let me yap for a second here. So obviously Overwatch and Marvel are two games, right, guys? And Overwatch is a game that I played literally a decade ago, which is kind of insane to think about. And then Marvel is also a game that I've played a lot that are both hero shooters. Now, here's the thing, okay? There was a big announcement for Overwatch yesterday. Bunch of new heroes coming out. Even today, you get to play test one of those new heroes. There's a whole new season. As of when I'm talking about this, you have it in 5 days. Whole new season with 5 new heroes, right? The Overwatch devs are cooking, okay? They're cooking a little. Now, you can't deny that, okay? You have to give credit where credit is due. They're cooking. Now, Rivals devs are also still what do you mean not really? Are you trying to rage bait me, bro? Overwatch just announced that they are releasing 10 new heroes this year, 5 coming in 5 days. What are you is that not cooking for you? What would you define as cooking? 1 new hero a year? Would that be better? Brother, there are 5 new heroes. One of them being a cat. Yo, I got to say something. Whoever came up with the concept for the cat with the jetpack deserves a raise in Overwatch, because that character is going to create so many memes and clippable moments that was a very smart idea. Very smart. Genius. Good marketing. Okay, but listen. Okay, yesterday, a lot of people in my comment section on YouTube, on my stream VOD, and basically anywhere that I posted anything yesterday, were people yelling at each other in the comments, shocking, I know, about Overwatch and about Marvel. So I want to say something at the start of the stream today about Overwatch and about Marvel. You should be, okay, there's 2 sides of the coin, okay? There's people talking about Marvel and how, oh, dude, for example, let's use this as an example, all right? There was a lot of people talking about Onron and Onron's ultimate. Okay. Does Onron's ultimate look like Phoenix? Yes. Yes, it does. Okay. And there's a lot of people like, oh, dude, they had to copy the ultimate. But let's back up for a second. Okay. Because when you say that, being a Marvel fan, and I want to keep like a base here. I like both the games. Okay. And I'm playing both the games. And I don't care what you say. But let's back up here. Okay. If you talk about, oh, they stole the ultimate, right? You could literally say that about probably 80% of Marvel. Without Overwatch, Marvel Rivals wouldn't be here. Okay? Let's just lay it as it is. Okay? There's a lot of a blueprint that is Overwatch in Marvel. Okay, so now here's the point I'm making. There's people in the comments saying, oh, dude, Marvel did the Phoenix, so they copied that. And then I saw another one. It was with the support ultimate. It looked like Sue Storm ult, right? It was like Sue's disappear or whatever. Okay, yes, and there's a lot of people saying that it kind of looks similar. Yes, you are correct. That does look similar. But we have to keep in mind here, there's a lot of stuff in Marvel that was taken from Overwatch. Okay, so that's the first thing I want to say about people. I'm not even yelling, by the way. I'm just yapping. I'm talking, okay? Overwatch has no creativity. I think you're trying to rage bait me. I think. Are you trying to rage bait me? The Merge 9 in my Twitch chat? Are you trying to rage bait me? I think you're trying to rage bait me. What do you mean they don't have creativity, bro? What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you talking about? This game has been out for 10 years. 10 years ago, they came up with this concept. Now, honorable mention here. I keep talking about this. You have to give credit to Team Fortress Classic, TFC. It's kind of funny because a lot of people say TF2, but you really got to give credit to TFC, because without TFC, there wouldn't be a TF2. And TF2 and TFC kind of had this recipe. I was playing TFC when I was 13, 14 years old. I'm 35, about to be 36 this year. So you got to give us like asterisk mark. You got to give credit to Team Fortress there. Now, okay, so Marvel, Overwatch, okay? Here's a big point that I think a lot of people are missing throughout this entire thing. People are saying, oh, you have to choose Marvel. Oh, you have to choose Overwatch. I want to say you don't. You can play both. Just so you know, you can play both Overwatch and you can also play Marvel. But one thing that I'm just not seeing a lot of people say that I feel like more people need to talk about is you can't deny this. Marvel is one of the best things that happened to Overwatch. It really is. And the reason is because Marvel made Overwatch cook. Does that make sense? Tim, what do you mean? Who here remembers Paladins? Anybody here remember that? A little bit of a lore background there. Paladins. Okay. Paladins came out a long time ago, tried to kind of mimic what Overwatch did, completely flopped. No offense to Paladins. All right, if you're a Paladins enjoyer, I'm not trying to like kick you while you're down here. Maybe completely flopped is a bit harsh. They had a pretty core audience there for a little while. The point I would make is it didn't pop off, maybe is the point I would make. Okay. Fast forward to Marvel Rivals coming out. Marvel Rivals comes out similar to Paladins in the way that, and Overwatch, and the way those games play, but it doesn't flop. It actually takes off. Okay. That is a big deal. And the reason that's a big deal is because competition is good. Overwatch, you could probably argue, let's back up here. Let's talk pre-Marvel Rivals release. Tim! Okay. Overwatch, in my opinion, got very comfortable. Does that make sense? In the sense of they had a recipe, they could release some updates here and there, no real competition in their space. What do we got to worry about? We don't need to make anything too crazy. We got the recipe. Everything's fine. Rivals came out, okay, started popping off, and now in 2026, look at the update and the year line, listen, in 2026, because of Marvel, look at the update Overwatch just laid out with the roadmap and everything. It's honest to God, I think it's the biggest update I have seen in Overwatch since I've been playing Overwatch 10 years ago. I can't think of more stuff packed into a year for Overwatch since Marvel has come out. Does that make sense to you? Like, without Marvel, you're not getting the fire under the ass. Does that make sense? To have to cook. And now you got to thank Guang, because Guang made Overwatch cook in the sense of they're not comfortable anymore, clearly. And they realize in the space, there is some competition. Okay? It's good. This is all good. Everyone in the Marvel and Overwatch comments are like yelling at each other about a game being better. Bro, the bottom line is Marvel is making Overwatch better. They are making them have to be better, which is awesome. Because Overwatch, like me, I'm sure a lot of you, is an incredible game. Overwatch is an incredible game. When Overwatch came out 10 years ago, everybody was on it, bro. Everyone. It was like nothing I had ever played personally. I loved how fluid it was. I loved the ultimate ability, like everything about it. Loved it, okay? And the game got very comfortable. And a lot of people that played Overwatch for probably that 10-year period can tell you it went flat. It did go flat, right? And now here we are back in 2026, and Marvel made Overwatch have to cook, bro. And this is such a good thing. I see a lot of people at each other's throats about Marvel and Overwatch, bro. I feel like y'all should be like living in harmony together, because the reality is this, bro. Marvel is going to make Overwatch better, and Overwatch is going to make Marvel better. And that's the bottom line. And no one's talking about that. Are they going to take good ideas from each other? Absolutely. Yes. And I hope they do, because if they keep kind of bouncing these different ideas off each other, oh, we like that one, we're going to take that. Oh, Overwatch did that. Marvel, let's take that. It's going to make Marvel better at the end of the day, bro. It's like genius. This is awesome. A lot of people are like angry and just be like, you have to pick one. You have to pick one. Bro, this is going to literally make both these games better. It's so good. And I'm so glad Marvel came out to make Overwatch have to cook. And I'm also glad that Overwatch is still cooking. And I guarantee you, in an update or two on Marvel, you might see something that Overwatch implemented, right? It's a very, for example, let me use an example. Ready for this? I'm going to talk about an example that I, after playing Marvel, have gone back to Overwatch and I liked in Overwatch. You ready for this? I loved the map voting. I love the map voting concept that Overwatch has. And I hope Marvel looks at that, Because, right, Marvel did the hero ban, and then Overwatch did hero bans, right? Now you got map voting on Overwatch, and I'm hoping Marvel takes the map voting idea and puts it into Marvel. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they all stole that from Call of Duty? True. Roll queue. Roll queue's a tough one, bro. I can't lie to you, man. After playing 5v5 Overwatch yesterday and not having to go against trip support, bro. Oh, man, it's tough. I hate to say it, but it's nice. It was nice to not play against trip support. I can't lie to you. So, like, and I'm thinking in my head, I know Marvel doesn't want to do that, bro. You know what I really think the biggest difference after so obviously I have thousands of hours in Overwatch and thousands of hours in Marvel. After playing thousands of hours in Marvel and coming back to Overwatch, the main thing I think I noticed is how overtuned the healing is in Marvel. Does that make sense? Like, what I realized after kind of getting my feet under me in Overwatch again, I realized how dependent I am on my healers in Marvel, in the sense of they've made me so comfortable as a tank that I wasn't even really worrying about my positioning anymore. I'm just kind of like, yeah, they're going to keep me up. Versus Overwatch, like, I kind of stepped out of line a little bit there, like as a tank specifically, and I got punished for it. You know what I'm saying? And it was kind of wild to like really experience that after playing so much Marvel and coming back to Overwatch. So, but you forgot to say sponsored by Blizzard or hashtag ad. I think I want to beat the fuck out of you, bro. Like, I really do. Like, you can't even have an opinion on the internet anymore without anyone. Yeah, sure, man. Everything's paid, bro. Yeah, everything's paid. Promo, right? Sure, bro. Got you, man. You can say what you want. All right. I'm on Overwatch today because I had fun on Overwatch yesterday. Was I sponsored to play Overwatch yesterday? No, I wasn't. I was sponsored to do a watch party for the Spotlight. That was my sponsored portion of the stream. Could I have done anything else around that? Yes. Did I want to play Overwatch yesterday and kind of get back into it a little bit? I did. Am I paid today? No. I'm just playing because I want to play. I think one of the funniest comments I saw was like, someone said, there was a comment section that said like, Marvel was actually popular and Overwatch isn't popular. And I don't think people realize, there's no way they realize how big Overwatch was when it first came out. They just can't. Because the reality is this, bro. A lot of the dudes, like a lot of the people that are saying, oh, Marvel's fucking off, like, which I like Marvel, but a lot of people saying that are probably like 18. Like, you know, 16 to 18 years old, probably talking about like, oh, dude, maybe 16 to 20. And the reality is, brother, they were 10 years old when Overwatch came out. Isn't that nuts? Isn't that kind of insane to think about? Like, you got people that are online saying, oh, Overwatch was never as big as Marvel, that are like 18 and they were 8 years old when Overwatch came out, bro. Like, it's insane. It's insane to think about, dude. I'm just too old, bro. I think I'm too old. So was it? Yes. Overwatch was everywhere when it first came out, bro. Now, is Marvel massive? Absolutely, bro. Marvel was everywhere on TikTok and stuff. And it's everyone shut up, bro. Mike, give me another parlay.